was a pretty crier. This isn't pretty. I usually like to keep my sadness and grief like this private, even from my kids, so I can be strong for them. But lately, I've just been telling them, you know, that I'm sad, and they can be sad. That's why I think this whole trip is gonna be hopefully good, because I don't know, even on the way to cheerleading today, Haley was saying, I see dads playing with their kids and throwing them over their shoulder and playing catch, and our dad never does that anymore. Hey everyone, how are you doing today? So we just had a huge windstorm where our neighborhood had a couple trees taken out, but luckily none of our trees got damaged, but it kind of delayed us in our chore list today. So here is the notes I wrote this morning with 3 pages full of stuff that needs to be done today, because our house goes on the market in 2 days and we have to pack everything. That's what's left over in the garage, and we sold most of our stuff, but there's still a lot inside that needs to get packed. So the major priority today was get a storage shed, get some boxes, start packing. So we got the storage shed, we did not start packing, and I haven't got the boxes yet. Hey Doug. Huh? I'm doing a video. Hi. Doug's doing his things to do list, which is only 1 page, and everyone else is supposed to be doing a 3-page chore list. But I'll show you what they're doing inside. Carter has been sick lately, and so he hasn't wanted to even smile, and it was his birthday. So he's in there smiling, and so I'm kind of not wanting to stop them to do chores. Watch what I mean.
Halfway through your first word, when you first send it to you as an answer. I like him, he's funny. Oh, see, look, and then, oh, and on the other side, oh, that's cool. What do you do? Don't hit those buttons, it'll break the entire window. This is a switch. To make progress here, you will need to trigger several switches. Do not worry, I have labeled the ones you need to push. Press Z to read signs. Oh, okay. I just press enter. Stay on the pad. Oh shoot, I've already messed up. Mom, I will flash the camera. Okay, she said she marks them, so should we hit this one?
Don't flash.
Oh, yeah. As a human living in the underground, monsters may attack you. You will need to be prepared for this situation. However, worry not. The process is simple. When you oh, jeez, too much burritos. When you encounter a monster, you will enter a fight. While you are in a fight, strike up a friendly conversation. Stall for time. I will come to resolve the conflict. Practice talking to the dummy. That's not very nice. Okay, so this is our first battle. You can either kill the dummy or you can talk to it. So
Stop.
you guys said
It
we
said
wanted.
friends.
You guys said you wanted to be friends, but we're gonna be friends. Talk. Compliment. Should we compliment or threat?
Compliment.
Froggy didn't understand what you said, but was. Get out of here!
Look at her eyes. Oh my god. I'm fat.
The western room is the eastern room is blue. What? Okay, west is east. Okay. Wait. What? No, we're gonna have to like fight it or whatever. Oh, okay. Well, listen to the music.
Carter's gonna flash me if I put him on camera. Do it.
Oh, I like the music. Listen.
I'm doing me.
I see. Thank you very much.
Okay, so our chore list. Okay, so our chore list today is.
You don't need to tell them that. Silly.
What?
Because they don't need to know our chores. That's personal.
We don't need to know our chores. Maybe they care about what we do.
Nah.
We have to figure out someone to help us till the garden. We got to finish all the donations. I need to deliver a few more things that people bought but haven't picked up. We have to pack all the kids' rooms. Bring all of the clothes that we have already put aside for the RV and put it in the RV. Move some of the containers that can fit in the RV to the RV.
We haven't even chose our outfits yet, though. Compliment.
Prep for the realtor to come take pictures, which means I need to gather all of our stuff off of shelves so it looks empty. We have to take down every picture in the house, spackle all the walls, and do paint touch-ups. That's just the first page.
We have a floor grade rock. Recommend you push them.
I think we should go back to the room.
I don't think we're gonna get to this list. Why are we gonna be able to do our chores today?
Oh, this is another week.
Are we gonna be able to do our chores today?
Yes.
We've just
We are?
Right?
So we've just had a lazy day.
You can't go swimming this
Why?
To do chores.
It's raining.
I think it's gonna stop raining for swimming.
It is raining for a long time.
We'll show up and see if it's gonna keep going.
We were supposed to do all of our stuff earlier, and it's 5 o'clock.
It's 5 o'clock, and how many have we done?
0, and our house is going for sale in 2 days.
Yeah, 2 days. So, I'm not freaking out right now, but I will in a few minutes. Are you freaking out?
Nope.
They all just want the treat after doing chores.
No, I don't. I just want.
Cafe Rio salad.
I don't know. No,
Uh-huh.
that's not what. I was gonna say something, but then I forgot.
Oh, she wants a mint milkshake.
Yeah, because you stole mine last night.
We've been craving mint milkshakes.
We got a pizza, and I had a mint milkshake. My mom stole it last night. She drank like the whole thing.
You shared?
It's the same thing upstairs. Look.
You drank like
Same thing up here, right?
3.5 of it. You left the bottom at like a little bit for me.
Who's this cutie over there? Oh, and who's this little guy?
I want dinner.
You want what?
Dinner.
Dinner? What should we have for dinner today?
Go out.
Go out again?
No, Mom. No, Mom. Mom. How about let's go to
No, I'm not.
Break Oven?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Smoker.
I don't think we can though. Carter's still sick.
Olive Garden? Mom.
Olive Brick Garden?
Olive Garden. No, Mom. Let's go to Olive Garden and Dumpling Garden.
Their attack is so
That's only our place we go when it's a very special day.
It's not a special day.
I know, that's why we can't go.
tomorrow.
No, we can't go there.
Why?
I thought we were
Yeah, for Carter's birthday.
We didn't choose that place.
Well, you said we're probably gonna go there.
Is that the book you're enjoying?
And there's another book that I read. I'll go show you.
Okay.
many chores.
Well, that's what happens. When you move, that's what happens. No,
We
that's
only
just...
finished one out of
Haley,
a million.
it's 3 pages long.
Wait, what?
It's 3 pages long.
We only got 3 out of 3 pages.
I know. We're having a problem. Wow, that is cool.
We can't finish all this today.
Did you read those yourself? Wow, good job, mister.
Call a maid.
What?
Call a maid for next week.
Yes, I need to call a maid to help clean up all the little details.
What?
What are you looking so shocked about?
I never had a maid. Where are the maids of this house? Don't hire a maid. We got us.
Oh, Haley, tell the story about our realtor looking so cute.
What does that mean?
You said our realtor was so cute that it made you feel bad about ourselves.
Oh.
Tell that story. That was funny.
So yesterday we were heading to swim, and our person who's helping us sell our house, she dresses up so fancy. She dresses up in like a skirt, does her hair, puts on makeup, and they are like, she's very fancy. And so then when she shows up, our first day, our dad was in pajamas. Then we're dressed like sloppy joes. We're dressed like housewives.
Like housewives. Thanks a lot.
No, both of us.
Oh,
You're not going through this alone.
great. We're both
Yeah.
housewives. You're only 11. No, 12. You're only
You
12.
don't know my age?
You're not a housewife. You're 12.
Really? Mom, how many chores have you made me do this week?
A ton.
Exactly.
So you were saying that we are slobs?
We're slobs.
Mom,
We don't want the world to know that.
You just said it.
I just wanted you to compare the realtor.
show the video of this.
I did.
No, like they're both like this.
Oh, it's sleeping. Don't step on it. Don't step on it. Try not to step on it. Bloop, bloop.
Ah!
Girls keep saying Z out loud. It's just saying Z, 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 Z.
Step on it.
With the force?
No. Step on it.
Oh, wait.
Hi friends. So we got our house pictures done this morning and it all went well, and then most of the kids and Doug and I had to stay up till 1 to get everything cleared out, and then I woke up at 3 to finish it up, so I'm pretty exhausted today and my back is killing me, but we got it done. So the main floor is ready for showings and ready to get on the market. And tomorrow they're having cement put in, and it got framed yesterday. And then sod and topsoil and mulch is getting delivered. And I need to get organized because Doug is taking a business trip next week, all week, to Miami. So I think we have to finish packing everything this weekend and have it out. And then while he's gone, I get to hire a maid. That's really fun. I've never hired a maid before, but I'm going to hire a maid and a handyman and a carpet cleaner to just get everything else done. So that is the update, and I'm going to go take a nap. See you later. This is actually really hard to talk to a camera when you're sad. Makes you more vulnerable. But I was just sitting here at Haley's cheerleading, waiting for her. Sitting in the car, doing some of my homework. And Facebook had sent me a picture of Doug and Carter. 3 years ago, they had gone, Doug and I had taken Carter out to our temple for our church. And he got to do baptisms. And it was a really spiritual day. And I remember it. It was such a happy day. But for some reason that picture just hit me very hard. That Doug from 3 years ago is gone. And he's replaced by a new Doug. And Carter's replaced by a new Carter. And I'm a new Michelle. Because a year after that picture, Doug had tremors and depression and he couldn't walk. And he couldn't stand up from sitting down. And we went through a year and a half of trying to figure out what was wrong. And we saw doctor after doctor. And finally found a neurologist who knew what was going on, and he was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. But in that picture, you never would have known that that would be happening. And he looks so young in that picture. Doug looks so young. And Carter. Carter's almost as tall as Doug now, but in that picture, Doug looks so young and happy. Sometimes in our family, if someone's sick, we say, I wish it was me and not you. And I thought that when I saw that picture. I wish I was the one that's sick and not him. I remember his mom came to visit when he was pretty bad. And she just kept saying to me, not my Doug. This should not have happened to Doug, because he's such a good guy. He was so spiritually strong too, and he is, but it's different now. Because you get angry at God. And it comes and goes. Sometimes I'm still angry at God. And sometimes he's still angry that God would send to a father with 6 young kids this disease that's going to affect the whole rest of his life. You'd think I'd be used to it after this long. I mean, he's been diagnosed for about a year and a few months. And I kind of knew it in my heart months before that. But grief can do that to you. Grief can kind of sneak up on you and just hit you hard. I had read once about grief that it's kind of like the ocean, and it comes in waves. And at first, when you're grieving, it's like a wreckage, a huge storm, and you're just trying to cling to something and not succumb to the water. But then it settles down, and then occasionally you just kind of get a wave, and you just have to ride that wave of grief. And I guess that's what's happening right now, because I started today not thinking about all that. We're in the middle of packing our house that goes on the market tomorrow, and I didn't really want to think about these heavy thoughts today. I just wanted to get things done. But now I'm thinking about the old Doug. Wish I was a pretty crier. This isn't pretty. I usually like to keep my sadness and grief like this private, even from my kids, so I can be strong for them. But lately, I've just been telling them, that I'm sad, and they can be sad. That's why I think this whole trip is gonna be hopefully good, because I don't know, even on the way to cheerleading today, Haley was saying, I see dads playing with their kids and throwing them over their shoulder and playing catch, and our dad never does that anymore. And they're still grieving. A year and a half later, they'll probably be grieving for a while. We all will, because Parkinson's changes and degenerates. But this trip, it might give them some memories to look back on when they're older and say, I remember one time my parents sold the house and sold everything, and we just went on this huge adventure. And they'll remember him able to walk and play and show them everything. And they'll remember him with fondness instead of the memories they've had the past few years. So anyway, that's how I'm feeling today. That really just snuck right up on me. Anyway, it's hard to cry in front of a camera. Hopefully I'll be able to get back to what I was doing with packing and moving, and just let this go. Anyway, see you next time. It's official, on the market today.